If you hear sound in the background, that's Sam. He's excited to be inside right now. So, yesterday I talked about in a video, someone reported us to social services. Today we know what happened. That was really serious though. Let's just say, someone that I already didn't like, I hate even more. And that's saying, he's here. But pretty much what happened was, I came back here because they need to talk with my mom and my dad, and everything went good. They came back here, talked to me. And kind of all we talked about was one specific person, and they asked, like, does anyone, like, fight in this house, or, like abuse people, or, like, things like that, and I'm like, no, because none of that goes on. We can't. And then we talked about my dance friend, because we got on, like, oh, how many friends do you have, and I'm like, a pretty good amount. And then I, like, listed each one and stuff, and they're like, okay. And yeah, everything went good. They had one bigger concern and a bunch, and, like, one other little concern. The little concern was social media, but then I said that, like, I blocked those, like, they went, like, so if someone were to try to use you or say something bad or something, and I'm like, I blocked those people, and then that's not enough, then I go tell mom and dad, and they take care of it. And then somebody said that kind of covers that area. Yeah, they're gonna check my YouTube channel, because I showed them my TikTok and my Instagram, and they're gonna check YouTube. But so far they said that's not a concern at all anymore. Like, that's good. I'm being responsible with it. And then the bigger concern was an easy fix of smoke detector. None of our smoke detectors work right now. There was one in my room that we took down because we were cutting up the aerialist dance hammock, and then but then also we have, like, a spot right outside my door anyways, so, but none of them work, so we're gonna either put new batteries in it, or they're gonna have someone come in and put some new ones up for us. But they said that's no big deal. In, like, 2 weeks they're gonna come back again, and they're trying to see, and then they'll probably have to come back, like, 1 or 2 more times, a couple more times. I'm annoyed about it, because at first yesterday I got kind of scared because this is a big deal. Like, this means if we didn't pass today, I would have to move into a new family. So, but then my mom kind of went, like, we're not going to let them take you, like, we're going to pass if we're going to do good. And they said they had one other concern, which was with a person. But they said at this point, next time we see them, we'll give them an update on that. And then they said, but right now that person doesn't come around here too much, so we're kind of in the clear. I got the beepy. Today I got really weirded out like 10 or 15 minutes ago because it's a Friday and there was a new Chicken Girls episode. Usually only at one point they were coming out on Wednesdays, and then they switched over to Tuesdays, and they've been doing Tuesdays since then, and today's Friday, and they haven't. They also did want to know, like, about my dance friend, and so told like them her name and like a little bit about her, and they said she seems nice, and so that's in the clear. Then they asked where Sam sleeps, and they said that's not a big deal, but they want to know if he's a nice dog or like that situation. And then they said since seems to be a nice dog and stuff, a nice baby Sam, that there's no issues there at all. But yeah, yesterday, finally tonight I can sleep. I can sleep peacefully knowing who it is. Because yesterday, like after we received the phone call, it was very weird because at that point, we started going over so many different things. Also, I took a pill for the first time today. That's a new thing. Well, not my first time, but one of them. And we realized we're gonna have to adjust something. And right now, I take Miralax and this pill because I am anemic. Oh wait, I can have milk right now. Because it's been more than an hour. I took it around like 10:30 this morning, and it is now like after 5 o'clock. But, yeah, but then after that, like, what I did was I kind of set it on the straw, like my soda straw, and then I just sucked, and then, like, got a bunch of soda. It works. But yeah, I hate taking pills, but it wasn't too bad. My dad made sure to tell the doctor, like, we can't do anything flavored, and he's like, okay, they won't be flavored, so that's good. But at this point, I don't even taste them. I just taste soda. Soda is goodness. Yeah. Then they asked, like, about, like, my dance stuff and, like, what it gets used for, and I'm like, the ballet part, and I use that mainly on Monday for ballet, and they're like, okay then. Then they asked about the mat, and then I said I use it for like acro and stuff, and then the dance blocks, and then I went like, then a bin, and I went like, yeah, that's just a bunch of dance shoes, and they're like, okay. And then I said that the dance blocks I work on over splits and stuff, and they're like, okay, there's nothing. So this house is safe. You just need to put some batteries in the smoke detectors. But yeah, I was prepared though, because literally since we got the call, I've been coming up with every situation of like any sort of question and an answer for it, and like an answer for every situation possible. And then the few that like were the most surprising, but also like I was happy that they brought it up, were the ones that like was good. Mainly because of one specific person. And then when they kind of they asked one question and I answered it. I forget what, oh wait, it was like, friends and stuff, and then I brought up one person that, I'm not going to say who because then my family can know immediately who I'm talking about, because if I say the person, it goes with someone else and stuff. And then, like, friends and stuff. And then we got on to someone else, and then we kind of talked about that for a minute, and then got things worked out. Let's just say, I was really happy because I was really worried at first. I was worried that I was gonna have to block out someone, like my sister or like someone that I really know and trust. And luckily, I didn't have to, and I was so happy about it. And I blocked out, I literally, the person that I already pretty much blocked out in my life as much as I potentially can, or as much as I can, was the person that like kind of caused this and stuff. And then they asked like, if I needed anything, like, can like hair soap, body wash, that sort of thing, can they do a thing where, and that sort of stuff. If it's needed, they can and get it for you and stuff. And I said nope, because I'm good. And then they went out and talked to mom and dad even more. And then I signed something. And then my parents signed a bunch. And then they left. And right after my dad left, so he could go pick up pizza, but then he will be back by the time this video is up. And they also did ask like what I do with social media, like to make sure I don't say like information that I shouldn't be saying, like, and like address, like that sort of stuff. And I'm like, I don't say my address or anything. Literally the only thing even close to that I ever said was I said that I'm from America. Because that was because someone DM'd me and they went like, I'm from your YouTube video and it sounds like you're from America. And I'm like, I'm from like the USA and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I'll tell you that much, but I'm not saying past that. And they're like, cool. But yeah. And so yeah, then I let Baby Sam in because Baby Sam is important and he wanted to come in. But yeah. So right now we are good. I'm gonna go watch YouTube because I really want to right now. I watched the new Chicken Girl episode. And so I got a lot of ballet training in today because I worked on like the basics, like the tendons, the pliques, the relevés, I forget what it's called, soutenus, and the passe, releve, something or other. Like a bunch of ballet training, like basic ballet training because I had to come back here for like an hour. So I like at first like sat down and started playing with like my fidget toys and stuff. And then also something that I wanted to say. Yesterday I filmed a video opening an LOL like surprise thing. We discovered something and I can't show it to you. What we discovered that today I was looking at showing it to my mom and I flipped over the top, the lid, and saw a battery part and a switch. So we put battery. It's a miniature record player. I can't play it for you though because copyright, and I don't know if the song is copyrighted or not. But it's literally, it has the little like record and you put it on and then you turn on the switch and then you adjust it a little bit. And then it's a miniature record player, which I think is so cool. But yeah, luckily they had no concerns today. And they were nice. Like, technically what happened was that there were two people. There was one woman and she was actually doing stuff, you know, and then she had someone with her that is training and learning this sort of stuff. And so they kind of just like hand people stuff and like that sort of stuff. We did not wear our mask because she said it was not required because she's COVID free, you know, because of her job. She have to get COVID tested, and so we didn't wear our masks. But her assistant did. So yeah. But peace out. Just wanted to tell you. Bye.